Hello everyone, Sergeant Rock here yet again, another Heroes of the Storm cast. It's been a few days actually, almost, it's pushing a week actually, since we have done another Heroes of the Storm cast, and there's a reason for that I want to touch just briefly. I don't know if you could tell from the previous cast, but I was a little bit under the weather. I wasn't able to get through for too long without coughing, so I was really limiting myself so I wouldn't just kill my voice doing casts, because when you're yelling for, or at least talking for, 20-25 minutes, it it does something to you. So anyways, we also had that patch that went through on Tuesday, which completely locked down that day. And then on Wednesday I was just about getting ready to cast a couple games that had been sent in, and it turns out they were all in the old version, which means that I can't access the replays on them. So anyways, thank you to I believe it was Thanatos who sent this in, but I'm not sure what his he's on this team somewhere, but oh no, you know what, I think this is Eric. Anyways, either way, so that's Stossel Stash? Sure, on ETC. I'm pretty sure he's the one who sent in the replay. I don't know who wins. He named it, but he sent me two, and I don't remember which one I opened. So this match, hopefully it's pretty good. The game looks good. And so let's go over the teams really quickly. So we do have Tychus, Jaina, who is a brand new hero, seems to be extremely good. Bit of an assassin, kind of squishy, but is able to, lots of slowing effects on the enemy team. So we'll see her go into play. Kerrigan, who seems to do decently with Jaina in what I've seen. Arthas, who's obviously able to take a lot of damage. And Chen, who's also able to do that. Up against Nova. Remember, this is Joker Sniper. He's been Nova before, and he's done some pretty good plays with Nova. The tank here with ETC, also Asmodan. Abathur, who, I'm not a huge fan of Abathur. I like his playstyle because it's different, but we'll see how it goes here. And then Raynor, so pretty standard there. So we are on Garden of Terrors. Is that what it's called? So as it normally is, when it turns into nighttime, these areas become populated with kind of those evil zombie flowers. And once you have 100 seeds, you hop back here, you grab your Garden Terror, and then you're able to push kind of like, it's a mixture of essentially Haunted Mines and, holy cow, she's got the winter skin and the winter horse. That's hilarious. Anyway, sorry. It's kind of a combination of Haunted Mines and the Dragon Shine. So we'll see how that works. So Jaina, like I said, very squishy. So Arthas should be the one poking out here, out in front. Asmodan's doing what he can to stop it from, stop the blue team from pushing out too far. In the middle lane, we do have two, which is a little bit not unusual, but it's different. So we do have Joker and Stossel Stash, which I think is Eric and Jared working together against Chen and Kerrigan, which might actually be a cool little combo there. And then we have the two Terran brothers who, spoiler alert, kind of betray each other in the expansion of StarCraft. But the two Marines fighting each other up top. I don't think I've seen that before. This is it's like that game where we had Chen and Lily in a lane together. This is going to be a little bit interesting. Alright, so we do have the little Garden Terrors up. We're going to have some fighting back and forth to get these seeds. And we do have Nova providing some support, but Chen with hit points to spare. He decides maybe that's too much. I should get out of here. Brings up his shield and runs away. Looks like Nova and ETC want to try to chase him down. Let's see if they're able to. He is quite low on hit points. Can Nova get the kill? Looks like Chen's going to be able to get away from there. They give up and decide to come back and get more seeds. And we do have the blue team here able to push pretty hard, but Asmodan alone was able to do a bit of damage here. Now, this is where having an Abathur is not very useful, because that's one body you just don't have in the fight. And Raynor is just simply ignoring everything. Just probably unaware. Probably didn't notice that that's what was going on. ETC is getting quite low on health. And, yeah, Raynor is completely unaware of what needs to happen. ETC might go down, but luckily misses out on that damage. I don't think Nova and ETC are going to do it. He's going to run back and get the health. And here comes the blue team going to sweep in and grab this kill, because Quite frankly, the red team just couldn't do it. It's a shame. Had Rainer been there, they would have been able to get that kill, and now Rainer pretends like he's doing something, but he might even pay for this with his life. No, it doesn't seem it's going to be that way. Alright, so blue team was able to get 100, and here they go, grabbing that guard there. Rainer is sprinting away, which is kind of a funny ability for a big walking plant to have. And Joker's giving, no, you did bad, Rainer, no. Alright, pushing into the middle. Now, there was a bit of a buff, or a nerf, I should say, rather, on this plant. The distance at which it reaches went down by 10%, I believe, so that's something to look out for. Someone grabbed the mule, which really isn't a good choice when you're pushing the lane. Maybe it was Rainer. Let's assume every bad choice that happens in this game is because of Rainer. But the Garden Tear was able to do a really good push here, able to get down both of the towers. And even pushing on the fort. I don't know if they're going to be able to grab it, though. Abathur is there with his shield, and no, it does go down. Now, careful, because it was Jaina that was inside there, and Jaina's extremely squishy. And down she goes. Can they get Chen as well? A little bit of CC here. Nova, okay, does get the kill. I think there was ETC that sealed that off. Kerrigan wants to run in, and probably shouldn't. I don't think it's going to go well for Kerrigan, but here we have Arthas and Tychus running around, doing their job. Looks like Tychus is actually an AI. I guess when that guy dropped, he never did come back. So we'll see how that goes. Sometimes the AI is better than the player. Let's hope that isn't the case here. It's always good to see high-level play. Hopefully the guy comes back so we can see more happening. So, you know, here's the pro and con of Abathur. This is really a 3-on-3 because we did have Abathur with his abilities in the fight, but you can see they were easily pushed back. Now, I know this isn't a very good sample size, and you know, this, that, and the other, but even still, the fact that you're missing one body in the fight has a lot to say with you know, how things are going. But the red team does have their ultimates, and Chen goes down, ETC using his ultimate there, and does Nova's trying to get a shot off. No, not going to happen. She's going to pull back. They need to kill these towers before they're going to do anything more. And Kerrigan doing her job. And, oh, it doesn't go down there. Nova tried to get the triple shot there. Wasn't bound to happen. We do have blue team with their knights pushing pretty far. And these towers, rather, are out of cannon ammo. Not much going to happen. Okay, nighttime has clicked over. Let's see. Alright, Nova's going to try to do some damage here, try to get some seeds, but it looks like the team fight is up here, so we already have a bit of a scuffle, and Nova's going to come to help, which would be, Nova's extremely useful in team fights. Can she get down Chen? It's surprising, and that's not the person I would have focused down. I would have gone with the Tychus, but he's in his ultimate, that's a lot of hit points, and decides to run away. Arthas, again, lots of hit points. The blue team is extremely tanky, and the red team is able to deal a bit of damage, so it's an interesting dynamic. Looks like ETC is going to go down here. Not much you could do with Jaina with the freezing abilities. Oh no, actually that was Arthas. Jaina wasn't in that fight. My mistake. Jaina's dead. Alright, so there goes Kerrigan and Chen trying to pick up as many seeds as they can. The red team has not been able to grab any of these garden tears, but mind you, they are up in levels, and down goes Nova. She's poking around a little bit too much there. You know, they are up by a complete level, and just a second ago it was 2 levels. So it's interesting to see that even though they're failing as far as the objective goes, they're winning overall. So now we have a bit of a scuffle. Remember, don't go past half if you're alone unless you know where every single member of the opposite team is. And this is why. Here it comes. Remember, I don't watch the games beforehand, but this is pretty telltale. Yeah, he was pushing too far. Is there anything he can do? Nothing he can do. Alright, red team does have their Garden Terror growing. They will be able to grab them. And, alright, now they're fighting over. Okay, let's ignore the fight. Alright, red team grabbing even more seeds. So once night happens again, they'll be able to get that Garden Terror even more quickly than before. But blue Garden Terror was already pushing the bottom, so far they've broken pretty far into the top, getting rid of all these towers and gates, and now they've done the same with the bottom. But this time down goes the first fort there, and all the towers. So extremely good job by the blue team. I didn't even notice that they had grabbed that originally. Keeps going down the potted plants. That's actually perfect for pushing towers and whatnot. It does an extremely good job. Asmodon's trying to do his job, trying to clear this up, and here comes Rainer. Not going to be able to do too much, but he does zone out other Chen there. Asmodon needs to get out of there, but he's getting pretty low on health. And dealing some damage to Tychus. Tychus is still in there. That's unfortunate. It's unfortunate when that happens, that somebody leaves or has problems or what have you. So, alright, here comes blue team. ETC is sitting in there trying to do what he can and able to take down the towers, which is good enough, I suppose. It's, you do what you can, right? You take advantage of the opportunity. And the blue team is pushing pretty far here. They could probably come up behind here and go for a gank, especially with Jaina so low on health. And she's gonna hop on her reindeer, saddling the reindeer. And can Nova do damage? No, Nova actually just ignored her, which is interesting. Maybe wants to go for the Tychus. There, down goes Tychus. Okay, so good job there. Alright, so Raynor, who knows what Raynor's doing. Abathur, Abathur's not a very fun hero to watch. Although he did just burrow all the way over here? Why? Why did you do that? I have to assume that was a misclick. I can't imagine he would have done that on purpose. Because that was a terrible play. I'm just gonna say it. That was really, really bad. Alright, so red team is still up slightly when it comes to levels. This will be interesting because both teams have some seeds, but not much. Let's see if any team's going to take advantage of the knight that's coming in 15 seconds here to get into their garden tear. Now we're at the point where it's 3/4 to 5. The red team is winning with regards to that as well. And let's see if if the red team does get their garden tear, I think they're going to be able to push pretty far here. And another guy drops. Who is it? Arthas? No, he dropped before and he keeps coming back. There he is. Okay. So, good little fights here. Joker Sniper staying cloaked, is grabbing as many seeds as he can. And now hops in. Is he going to be able to get... Oh, no. Chen does his ultimate to escape. Good move there. Jaina extremely low on health. Let's see if ETC can pick her off. Jaina goes for the slow, and Chen... Look at these two heroes extremely low on health. But ETC gets out of there with his ult. And we do have a good little fight happening here on the one garden terror. Jaina did go down, and Kerrigan decides, okay, I can't take that on my own. But red team is pushing... Okay, Abathur. He must be new. He must be new with Abathur. You really do not want to be a presence in the lane. If anything, hide in the bushes, right? Like, hide in the bushes, like maybe here. Because there are things that spawn off of you that you do want to have pushing a lane, but do not go past half. That is very, very bad. Unless you know that all of your team, like maybe if you're here, right, pushing like this far and you know everyone's there, maybe then you can teleport here and help. But other than those extremely rare circumstances, do not do that. All right, Raynor's using his ultimate, trying to do some zoning. Chen extremely low on health. Can Nova get the kill? Kerrigan's gonna have something to say to that. Asmodon's doing some damage, bringing in a bunch of his minions, misses with that one ability. Abathur's going to come in as another Asmodon. Alright, Abathur's doing some damage here. Brings Jaina, that's her name, brings Jaina pretty low on health. Alright, red team does have the garden tower, pushing extremely far. Let's see if they can make something happen to this. Turns Tychus into a plant. Alright, getting down some of that shield on the Nexus there, or the core rather. Let's see if anything's going to happen. It doesn't look like it. They're able to lock this down. Abathur as Asmodon was doing some damage there. ETC pops down a little bit late to the party. Come on, ETC. And they decide to just get out of there. Abathur, does his ability where he's going to be able to give some protection, even some damage to ETC. It looks like he's going to be able to escape with his life, so that would be fine. Alright, so we do have red team doing whatever they're doing. Whatever they're doing. A bunch of them died, so I know they had to regroup. There's Abathur with lots of his little, I guess these are the locusts from Swarm House? I don't know if that's what they're called in this game, but at least in StarCraft 2 that's what they are. Okay, Kerrigan gonna mount up and head back over because it is nighttime and they are trying to get lots of their seeds, and there we go. Blue does have their garden terror growing, and we are gonna have Jaina hop in there. And they want to get a really solid push. They have tied up as far as level. Once red team does get their level 20, that does give them some pretty good abilities, but they're not going to be able to capitalize on that for too long. because blue team will have their ultimates up extremely quickly. So there we go. Garden Terror all alone, probably going to go down fairly quickly. And then not only that, but the Jaina will go down quickly as well. She just doesn't have the hit points to deal with that. Just so you know, if you're in a situation like that, you're the Garden Terror, and you realize you're getting low on health, and there's not much you can do, it's not worth the DPS for your life. What you want to do is you want to turn around, sprint, because the Garden Terror does have a sprint. Get out of there and hopefully have some teammates to help you. Realistically, blue team should have been there to help with the heroes. Or the heroes on the blue team to help with the Garden Terror, rather. But we didn't see that. ETC hopping in, see if he can do a bit of a stun. Doesn't look like it. Arthas, no, they're both pretty good on health. These are guys that will last forever. ETC actually is getting beat up quite a bit, but we do have Abathur as Asmodon again, which is his heroic ability. Nova comes in for the fight. Let's see if she can do some DPS there. Get maybe Chen down. He's looking extremely low. Can she do it? No, doesn't look like it. She does get slowed, rather, by Jaina. Not what she can do. Down goes Nova. Nova knew that was hopeless. Decided to turn around and just fight it out. Hope for the best. Alright, so we do have some pushing here on different mercenaries. Alright, a lot of red team just went back to, get some health back. We do have quite a bit of a lead here for the red team. Not a lot of kills. It's only 10 to 15. Normally it's a lot more than that. So, that's a testament to the teams. They're not the greatest, but they're somewhat equal. So that's something. Red team is pushing pretty hard here on top with those golems that whose Asmodon was able to get. Alright, so they are going to do a good amount of damage here. Are they going to take down anything? No, because now they're targeting the minions. Alright, nighttime happens. Does anyone have anywhere close to 100 seeds? No, they don't. So it's going to have to be a pretty good little team effort. Joker Sniper might just run around and grab some of these seeds while cloaked. No, decides not to. Going to wait for some teammates. Who's coming around? Asmodon is here. Are they going to be able to do anything? Even Abathur's here inside Asmodon. Alright, here goes Kerrigan. Kerrigan goes down. Asmodon's getting quite low on health. Nova's going to try to do what she can to keep Chen off, but that was completely ineffective. And Chen decides to run away. But here comes Jaina in with the slow. Holy cow, that hit hard. That took down Nova from almost half health all the way to 0 in just 2 hits of that blizzard. So really good job by her. And then with ETC really low on health again. Can Arthas get the kill there? Almost. Now here's something interesting. They changed the name of the night camp to Bruisers. I would have thought if you're going to change anything to Bruisers, it would be these guys. Because they look like Bruisers, right? Anyways, that's just my little... I thought that was strange. Alright, so we do have pushing here, trying to get the final seeds. They are at 82, 86. They'll be able to get the 100 once this dies. But Rainer and ETC have something to say about it. And down goes Jaina. Are they going to be able to get this? I think they will. This might even be enough seeds to get another Garden Terror. But the blue team was able to get a bunch here, so they have their 100. Does red team have their 100? No, they're 11 short. Just a tiny bit. Are there any kicking around? And it doesn't look like there is. Mind you, Joker Sniper came up, was able to grab 2. Had Joker Sniper run in there, I think they would have been able to get that full 100. But, sometimes it's not worth your life, right? So, alright, blue team, someone's going to grab this. Where'd they go? Oh, they went to the top lane. Alright, that's it's fairly smart. Not much damage has been done here at the top. Meanwhile, the southern is taken down completely at the wall, and the northern is still up pretty good. But the decision to push there, but he ran to the middle lane. Alright, I guess he wants to lane. He wants to lane with the Garden Terror. And then he wants to fight ETC on his own, and then have a team kill happen right in the middle of nowhere. I'm not sure what his plan is with the Garden Terror. You don't have the Garden Terror forever. There's actually a timer here, watching it tick down. But alright, if he wants to use that time running around, Terror is terrified. I like that. He just doesn't know what he wants to do. Alright, so we do have Jaina, but it doesn't matter. Nova was there to do lots of damage, and everyone else was there to clean it up. Abathur's protecting the fort, and down goes Garden Terror, and down goes Kerrigan. Does Nova have the ability to do her ultimate? Looks like it, and there she goes. So good job, Nova. Guaranteed Nova has, I don't even know if I can check. Oh, can I? Does Nova have the ability? Where is she? Where the rapid fire? Yep, there we go. If you kill an enemy hero, your ultimate resets, if that's what you use to kill them. So that is extremely, extremely good, especially the playstyle that Joker Sniper here is using, where you only appear when you want to do some serious damage. Alright, red team was able to grab... I'm going to still call them the Knights. I don't like the name Bruisers. I'm going to still call them Knights. So red team was able to grab the Knights, and pushing around here, Nova tries to use her ultimate. Is it enough? So it looks like it was, and she's going to use her ultimate again. Oh, maybe that wasn't... Yep, there it goes. Does the ultimate... Oh, turns into the... Oh, man. Chen turns his ult in time to save his life. Now, he's got to get out of there, because as soon as he turns back into his Chen form, there he goes. He's extremely low on health, so a lot of times you'll see guys use that as an escape mechanism. Alright, we are going to have a pretty good push here. It is only 2 forts, so it's only the top and the bottom, which means the middle lane, the minions stop at the core, which is able to deal a lot of damage to the core just over time. Alright, Kerrigan extremely low on health, and Nova went down because of Chen and Tychus. Even Kerrigan was able to do lots of damage with her Ultralist there. Down goes Abathur's ability, and Chen goes down. Asmodan's there. Can he fight Kerrigan? Probably not. Although she doesn't really have the DPS to deal with him, he does need to get out of there. Abathur's in the middle of the map. Probably shouldn't be. Abathur should probably be somewhere else. I don't know who has the mule. I've rarely been able to see a mule that's effective at all. Actually, I don't think I've ever seen one. That's an extremely strange choice. So, alright, ETC inside the Garden Terror. He's just sprinting. He wants, you know, he's a little bit bloodthirsty. He wants to get damage done to that core. And does get some hits from Jaina. Jaina might actually go down. Gets turned into a plant, and down she goes. Alright, puts down the pot, and is just going to start hitting like crazy. We have the shields down all the way now, down to 80%, 79%. The 70. Where is the red team to help? Here comes Rainer. You know, he's gonna kill a fort. Alright, they're up by 2 levels, which is a lot of damage. I think this is the winning push. You know, call me a psychic, right? But there's the winning push. It was pretty good back and forth, actually, now that I'm looking at it, where we did have, you know, the objectives were being taken by one team, and the level advantage went to another, and it was a solid game. It was a solid game. So, good job to the red team there. So, you know, as is tradition, we're going to go through and take a look at the different stats here. Now, something extremely, extremely interesting, we didn't have any supports. We didn't have anybody who could heal on either team. You know, the only healing we see here is from ETC healing himself. And Abathur, who, you know, when he gives people shields, I guess that does have some healing elements to it. But anyways, Kerrigan's winning in siege damage. Chen won in hero damage. That should probably be Jaina, I would think. That should probably should have been Jaina. Yeah, I would have to say if there's a weak link here. Now, mind you, Jaina is a brand new hero, right? She just came out Tuesday night. And I'm casting this on Thursday. The game happened on Wednesday. So, at the most, you know, that person had a few games of experience with Jaina. So, you can't really blame him, right? But anyways, Chen was there doing an extremely good job. Winning in hero damage and XP, so very good job by Chen. Was able to get lots of tanking done. He only died 3 times, which is the least amount his entire team, and was there for the most kills, almost all of them, so very good job. Nova, as is expected, does have a lot of hero damage. ETC, Rainer, and Abathur all had extremely good siege damage. You can tell that Abathur had built himself to be able to spawn those minions, which does a lot of pushing damage. So that was killing minions and doing the siege damage that way. So pretty good game. Yeah, I think it was Stash who sent that replay in. Another hint is it's the last person to leave the game, because as soon as they leave the game, the replay ends, right? Because that's who had it. So I think it was him. So thanks, man, for sending that in. He sent it another, so I'm also going to cast that as well. So remember, guys, that new patch happened. All of the old replays are no longer watchable, so send them in. Send them into BuddhaBelliesReplays at gmail.com. It's going to be in the description below. But thanks so much for sending this in. I enjoyed the game. It was pretty good. and I loved watching Jaina. I think Jaina's really interesting with her abilities and the way she can manipulate team fights. I don't think Dasis was amazing at her, but hey, she's brand new, right? You can't expect anyone to be amazing at her. So thanks for sending that in. If you enjoyed it, like, comment, subscribe, all that stuff, especially subscribe. That way it shows up in your feed whenever a video comes up. So thanks for joining me. I'm BuddhaBellies Sergeant Rock, and we'll see you next time.